All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Prophet John here. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. So, man, Hong Kong, man. You know, I remember Prophet Solomon gave a word. I think for I'm not sure it was May, maybe May or I'm not sure it was May or June, but it was like something about Hong Kong, and we need to pray for Hong Kong because they're gonna get some surprises, right? And I posted something on my Telegram. I'm not Telegram, but I Instagram about Hong Kong. And it was one of the things that I wrote on there. It said Hong Kong surprise or something like that as well. Um, and we saw the surprise, the Hong Kong surprise. The parliament was overtaken, and they voted in to go back to China and stop being basically independent. Um, People, a lot of the politicians were arrested and or dragged out of the courtrooms, and they voted in a new premier leader. That was Beijing or China friendly. Basically just a takeover of the Hong Kong government, and by force. They did it by force. China did. So anyway, it says China's President Xi Jinping signs national security law for Hong Kong. Okay, so Xi Jinping has signed the controversial national security legislation into law following a unanimous vote by lawmakers in Beijing. Okay. It says full details of the new law have not yet been released. All right. So he signed it, but it hasn't been released. That's kind of weird. Okay. You signed something in the law, but you haven't released what the details of that is. I don't like that. I hate when people sign things in the law and you don't know the details of it. And it literally takes days and days and days to get the actual details. That's because maybe they're hiding some stuff. Maybe because it might not be friendly to people and to the citizens of that country or the area. And so I don't know. It's just weird that you sign something in law and then it takes you days and weeks just to let people see what's inside the law. Okay, that's not transparency at all. But we're talking about communist China, who doesn't care about your feelings or anything else. Doesn't care about your liberties. They don't even think that you're human beings. Okay, so it says Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam said during a press conference on Tuesday that she could not confirm whether the law had been approved. The development prompted pro democracy activist Joshua Wong to stand down from his political party. Okay, so this is a pro democracy activist, and it looks like he's standing down from his party here. And it says, while U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said the U.S. basically will halt defense exports to Hong Kong. All right, so now Hong Kong is basically about to be by themselves. Looks like the world is saying, okay, Hong Kong is finished. So, yeah, I mean, I think was it May? I think the last week of May, I made in one of my videos on Patreon. For some of you guys that are on my Patreon, Currency 365, you remember me telling you, like, hey, Box Mining. Some of you guys know Box Mining from YouTube. He does the crypto stuff, and he was covering the virus as well. I was like, hey, Box Mining and all the other people that are down there, all those YouTubers that are down there in Hong Kong, you might want to get out of there. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys, I mean, these are rich people. They made their money off of Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum in the early stages. So they can get out of that country. So don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till they lock it all down and then and then enslave you, right? You see the warning signs on the wall there, and see that China's coming into Hong Kong, and they're going to absolutely try to destroy it and make everybody bow down to Xi Jinping. Okay, so I would have been out of there as soon as they took over the government. I would have been out of there. Okay, but this is people like to wait to the last minute to do things, and you might get stuck in there. There might be no flights out of Hong Kong, and they might change the planes, and it might be China planes now. All right, so and you can only and you can't go to the west. They might force you to be able to only go to China, Beijing, and other places. And what's the other places in China? Hang Sang and things like that. I don't know. I don't. I can't remember I know Beijing, and what's the other one? There's another big one in China. I can't remember the names right now of the Chinese places, um, but anyways, Wuhan, China, of course, we know that way. The whole world knows that one now, Wuhan, right? Um, but there's what's the other one in China? There's Beijing, Hong Kong. There's another really really big one that I can't think of right now. Anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on. Short video here for that, just to give you guys an update on Xi Jinping signing the national security law for Hong Kong. This man doesn't own Hong Kong, but he's literally signing laws for Hong Kong. As basically, I thought Hong Kong was independent. Not no more. China says nope. We're gonna remove your independence, your democracy, and you're gonna become part of us again. You're gonna become part of China again if you like it or not. So that's terrible, but it is what it is. That's what life is, man. That's what life's about. It's not right. It's not fair. Life isn't fair. So this is what goes on, man. Uh, yeah. Let's see how this plays out moving forward with Hong Kong. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open.